So let's get this party started. Swing. Hey, folks, it's Sherman Ray, and this is Livin in Vegas Magazine, the podcast. I want to welcome everybody to the show today. It is almost midweek, and we've got a fun-packed show in store for you. So get ready, folks. Once again, I always mess up my camera for some reason. I don't know why it is, but I have a habit of doing that. Well, so I'm hoping everybody's having a great day today. It's almost midweek, so which means almost half the week is over with. So we just you know this weekend is probably going to be one of the most consequential weekends in a long time because it's the weekend before Super Bowl, and there's a lot of stuff going on. Actually, I think there's the Pro Bowl's coming up pretty soon, and it looks like we're having a problem with our feed. So hopefully our feed will kind of will even out here and everything will be good. Looks like we're good right now. But so today we're going to talk a little bit about Vegas Golden Knights. We're going to talk about some concerns around the Valley. So there's some concerns around the Valley we're going to talk about. And we're going to talk about something that we've been waiting for a long time. And folks, if our feed, for the show gets too messed up, you can always, what we'll end up doing is we'll end up rebroadcasting the show on our YouTube channel, and then we'll bring it over to our Facebook page because I know a lot of people really want to see this, and so we want to make sure that everybody's able to see the show. So let's do some housekeeping real quick, folks. This is the magazine, of course, is out. Livin in Vegas Magazine. I want to thank everybody for all that you've done to make that possible. If you want to go to our website, you can actually check out our website, and you can actually get that magazine. There's a PDF download of the magazine, so not only can you look at it online, so you can definitely look at it online, and you can thumb through the pages, which is really cool. Got some great stuff there, but you can also do some. You can actually download the copy of it if you want. There's also and so we've got an event coming up, and I screwed up because I did it again. And I'm going to try to find it again, because I did this last time, and what I did is I was in a real rush this morning to try to get the show up and running. So I'm going to find the happy hour. I'm trying to find the logo for the event, and I'm going to find it, folks. Don't worry about it. We're gonna find it. It is in. So we're actually having a happy hour, and we're having our first. I'm trying to find the logo for it, folks, because it looks cool. I know. I think that's one of the biggest things that you have to do is you have to find the logos for stuff, and it doesn't look like I'm able to find it. I had it before. Why can't I find it now? So I'll tell you about it anyways. So we're having an event coming up February 17th, and it's called The Happy Hour, and I'm still trying to find it, of course, right? There it is. Oh, where'd it go? I could see it where it should be at. Oh, that sucks. So anyway, it's going to be over at Tenaya Creek, over at 831, I think it is, Bonanza, and it's called The Happy Hour. February 17th, about 5:30 it'll start till about, I don't know, till whenever you want to go home. So that's going to be, and I'll try to find it at some point during the day here, folks. For some reason I cannot find it, but we'll find it. So when I encourage you to be over at that event, it should be real fun. And you'll have a bunch of business owners there, that kind of stuff, and it should be good. And once again, if our video feed is just too much for you to bear, don't don't worry, we will rebroadcast the show at probably today, and you'll be able to see the show. So I'm going to put that in our show notes here on our Facebook page. Sorry for the feed. Video feed. So we will rebroadcast this. I know we've got people who are especially over on our Facebook page that are on our business page, and people are watching that and they're going, "Hey, Sherman, what's up? We were talking to you during the feed and we couldn't get you," and it's because I'm over on our there it is. Sorry, and I'll write to people right now. So I'm commenting, letting people know. Sorry for the video feed. And we will rebroadcast. So we'll rebroadcast this. Sometimes this happens. Either the wind's blowing or something goes on, and something happens. And what are you going to do? I mean, there's really not much I can do about that. I try to. I really do. So let's start with our first story today, folks. This is actually a really cool story. We reported on this yesterday. Those of you who have been here in the Valley for any length of time have known that we have been trying to get a high-speed rail system here in the Valley. This is a picture of the Brightline train, that passenger rail train that's supposed to be started basically this year. They're supposed to actually start this rail system. We'll link to this story because this is actually on our Facebook or on our website. Saw this story coming for quite a while, and what's going on is there's a company. What's the name of the company? Oh gosh, I even read the guy's name yesterday. Doesn't really matter. But the Brightline company has been working on this for quite a while. It was held up last year because they were going to actually start the construction of this rail line last year. Didn't happen. It's going to happen this year. So this is really cool. According to Brightline, the passenger rail company, U.S. regulators are reviewing the plans for a 49-mile section of Brightline West, it's called. Segment of railway would start in Rancho Cucamonga and would run at speeds of 180 miles an hour and connect previously approved 216-mile rail from Hesperia to Las Vegas. So what basically they're trying to do is they're trying to connect the Victor Valley area to Las Vegas. And we're trying to connect that Southern California hub to Las Vegas. So what does this mean to us? Okay, what does this mean to Las Vegas? Oh, dear Lord. We reported on this a couple of days ago, maybe it was last week, that we are looking at a Major League Soccer team that will be coming to Las Vegas. Well, that Major League Soccer team, the builders of that, or the guys who put together the money to do that, also are the same guys who are talking about a rail depot or stopover in this area south end of the valley, where just coincidentally where this rail line is supposed to be running to. So we are looking at a major infrastructure, a major hub coming into Las Vegas, as opposed to you driving your car and sitting in that long line that generally backs up at the end of the valley. How would you like to get in a 180 mile an hour train, be here in a couple hours, and fresh, you get in your car that's waiting for you, or rental car or whatever it is, and you're able to go to a Raider game, go to a soccer game, hang out, come do whatever you're going to do here in the valley. I'm telling you, folks, it's a game changer. It's a game changer here in Las Vegas. So they're supposed to start this thing this year. Western segment is scheduled to complete an environmental review and permitting by November of 2022. So that's the end of this year. Allowing Brightline to begin construction. The goal is to launch the service by 2026, which is just around the corner. That's about the amount of time it took to build one of these mega resorts. So it's a long stretch of road. It's a long stretch of railway way that they're going to have. I would assume some of it's going to be raised, some of it's going to be on the ground. But either way, 180 miles an hour is going to be incredibly fast. And, what are you going to do? So there's a festival that's going to be here in the valley, and it's called When We Were Young. When We Were Young Festival adds third date. Tickets are on sale January 31st, which is like next week. If you haven't been able to get tickets for this event yet, folks, when we're young, get ready for a January 31st pre-sale for a third day that has been added. Organizers on Monday announced that a third show has been added. It's scheduled for October 29th. And the lineup will be very similar to the first two shows. October 22nd, 23rd dates are sold out already. Okay, those dates are already sold out, and that basically happened within minutes of the original tickets going on sale. The festival will feature the same lineup, all three dates, with the exception of Alex G replacing Wolf Alice. I've never heard of these guys. Saturday, I know I'm acting like I. Okay. On Saturday, October 29th, and La Dispute will not be performing on the newly added dates, according to the statement. So When We Were Young Festival, okay. I'd love to see it. I'd love to see a big jazz festival. I mean, I would love to see a huge jazz festival here in Vegas. You never know. It might happen. It may not. And once again, folks, if you are just joining us right now and you're having video quality problems, we will rebroadcast this show because this has happened. It happens on occasion where we just get this weird inversion or whatever happens. You might want to call it, and so we will rebroadcast the show because we are when we record it, though, it's great. I mean, we're recording it; it looks fine. But so we'll redo the thing and make it look good. So some of you watched the Vegas Golden Knights, folks. Yay! Vegas Golden Knights were playing against the Washington Capitals, and Robin Lerner made 34 saves for his first shutout of the season. Yay! Rob, come on, dude. Backstopping the Vegas Golden Knights to a 1-0 victory over the Washington Capitals on Monday. Congratulations, Rob Lerner. That's good. Lerner was at his best during a 5-on-3 penalty kill that lasted 1:57 early in the second period. Turned aside 3 Washington's shots on goal, including a blast from Alex Ovechkin, who was looking for his 30th goal of the season. Can you believe that guy? He's probably... Alex, you're just greedy. So Rob Lerner did a great job. He did. I wish I could find this picture. Gosh, I know I shouldn't be, trying to fixate on it, but I really wish I would. So right now the show's kind of delaying anyway, so I'm going to look for it really quick one more time, folks. I'm going to look for this one more picture one more time because I think it's here and I can't find it. I don't know why I can't find it. So it's called The Happy Hour, and I can't imagine why I can't find it. But I'm going to find it really quick here because I know the show looks like it's still going on really well. And hopefully... So for some of you, you're wondering, what am I looking at? I've got a screen in front of me where I actually have a bunch of pictures of stuff that I've seen over quite a long time here. And I'm thinking that I'm going to be able to find this picture here. And if I can't find it here real quick, folks, I'm not going to fixate on it. But it's a great graphic, though. So while I'm looking for this, folks, what is the reason for us to having the happy hour? Well, the biggest reason is to get business owners together. Business owners need to get together and trade business cards, create business, create that synergy together. And we thought that would be something we would be really interested in doing as an organization. And I think you as you as business owners, we have a lot of business owners who watch the show, and I can't believe it's not here. I don't know where it's at. Can't imagine where it's at. Yeah, I can't imagine where it's at. I don't. I didn't erase it. I know I didn't. I'm gonna look one last place, and I can't find it. So, either way, so it's gonna be February 17th. It'll be over at the Tenaya Creek Brewery. Thank you, folks over at Beers with Friends, who Audrey was able to create that relationship with the folks over at Tenaya Creek. We're already set up for the next one. We're actually going to be doing these happy hours every 2 weeks. So we'll be doing that every 2 weeks. And of course, I'm still looking forward. Of course, I will find it probably after someplace. But we'll be doing these happy hours every 2 weeks, and it's really just a great way of getting business owners together and rubbing elbows, that kind of stuff. All right, I'm going to give it 2 more seconds, and I can't find it. Gosh, it drives me crazy. You know how frustrating that is? Because I actually had it for the last show. And so, how frustrating. So there's also, before we move forward, I've got a couple more minutes. I'm going to add something to the show lineup here. How many of you knew that we had a wheelchair rugby team? Yeah, we do. It's called the Las Vegas High Rollers. And the Las Vegas High Rollers, I just found out about them yesterday. Oh, there it is. Is that the right one? I hope that's the right one. Okay, there it is. All right. So, so this is, I know, I spent all this time trying to find this logo. So the happy hour, folks, once again, Thursday, February 17th, 5:30 to 7 over at Tenaya Creek. And I will never lose this video. I'll never lose this again. Okay. I wanted to make sure that was out there, folks, so you can actually see it. Okay. So the Las Vegas High Rollers are a wheelchair rugby team. They are playing in the Vegas Vengeance, I believe it's called. This weekend, they will be playing over at Dula Center over at 1411. I forgot. It's on Dula. It's on East Bonanza. Okay, it's on East Bonanza. And so look it up, folks. We'll actually put a link to it. We've already been talking about it on our Facebook page. And because I just saw it, I hadn't. If you watched the Paralympics, you got a glimpse of some of these fantastic athletes. I mean, they're in wheelchairs. These are bona fide athletes, folks. I mean, they're bona fide. They're great. Fun. It's exciting to watch this competitive game of rugby, and so we have our own team. I think they started in 2018 or so they've been around a couple of years, and we want to support them as a community. So the Las Vegas High Rollers, okay, and you can check them out and look them up and see what see what they're doing. So there was another story about the Clark County School District. And this there's an initiative that would let communities break away from the CCSD, and this is going to be tough. So this topic has been floated around for over a decade, folks. Over a decade in our community, dividing the Clark County School District up into multiple districts. The CCSD is the 5th largest district in the nation. Okay, we've got a lot of kids in there, and is it smart to have one large school district, or should they break it up into smaller districts that would serve the people in their area the best? Okay, and that's been the concern. So, and I'm assuming right now that the people talking about, hey, are we going to have some issues here with equity? I mean, are certain areas going to get served better than others? Okay, which it's a legit thing. Somebody said, he goes, I really try not to think a lot about it because it's been so unsuccessful that I'm not really worried about it. Sent Anna Marie Binder, a parent with 6 kids across 4 schools in the district. You can talk about the problems and the issues of CCSD all day long, but when you have smaller municipalities breaking off from that, how can they offer comparable education than a larger system? So they've got questions here. You got some legitimate questions that that we need to answer. The problem we have with CCSD, folks, is we rank last in the nation. So you got to do something. So that's probably one of the biggest things that you've got to do is you've just got to solve this situation. So in an unrelated story, Silk Sonic to launch extended Las Vegas engagement at Dolby Live in February. So you might recognize these two guys, folks. What the guy on the left, Bruno Mars, and and the guy on the right, who is that guy? Silk Sonic. So they call themselves Silk Sonic. Anderson .Paak. Wow. So we've got over at MGM Park, they're shifting into extended engagement at its Dolby Live Theater for Silk Sonic, this Grammy-nominated side project with Anderson .Paak. So many of you guys know who Anderson .Paak was, and I didn't recognize who it was. That was Anderson .Paak. I've seen him on commercials before, but didn't recognize him there. And so Anderson is a Filipino guy, and he's a drummer, and it looks like these guys are going to be putting it on. Okay, it should be pretty good. Starting on February 25th, it looks like they're going to be doing some cool stuff. Dolby Live has hosted Mars Live residency since 2016, when it was known as Park Theater. Comedian Cat Williams will be there the 21st through 22nd. I know I'm smiling because Cat Williams is a funny guy, just funny as he can possibly be. Irreverent, funny, and crazy and stuff like that. So I think it's pretty cool. We don't have a lot of time left. That's kind of a depressing story. So we won't do that story. Many of you probably heard, I didn't have time to get the graphic up this, but the mobile home market is going crazy, folks. So here's the deal. Here in Las Vegas, because we have this influx of people, we've got the housing market is going through the roof. If you've got a house on the market right now, it's not going to last very long. It'll probably last about a day, because as soon as it goes on the market, it's going to get snatched up. Well, as a result of that, prices have been inching up. I believe they're up by 18% over last year. It's crazy. So, so what's the alternative now? I mean, what are you going to do? It used to be that the median range of homes, the average price of a home in Las Vegas was $120,000. Then it went to $200,000. Now it's up to like $400,000 for a median, for the median price of a home here in Vegas. So what are you supposed to do? Well, what they've done is people are starting to go to mobile homes. Yeah. So it looks like they're going to be, unfortunately, the problem this is now, is the price on mobile homes, which is still very economical, is going to get crazy too. So the median range on a mobile home now, it's about $150,000. Okay, gosh. Said the one of the people who was talking about the affordability of mobile homes says, he said they had a few people sell their homes for about $3,000, but now they're selling for about $15,000. So the homes are going up exponentially. They really are. Now this is what I would suggest. You're moving to Las Vegas, or you live in Las Vegas. You're renting a place right now. I would do all I can right now to buy a home. Okay, to buy a home as quickly as possible, because it's never going to be cheaper. That's all there is to it. It's just never going to be cheaper to buy a home in Las Vegas. It is what it is. So if you're just joining us, I'm Sherman Ray. I'm the publisher of Livin in Vegas magazine. The magazine is out, folks. If you want to go to our website at livininvegas.com, that's livininvegas.com, you can actually view it online if you'd like, or you can down the digital download. Or if you want, I can send it to you, folks. All you've got to do is send me an email. Send me via email your contact information at info@livininvegas.com. That's info@livininvegas.com. We'll put you on our mailing list, and we'll send that out to you because we always leave the link to it on our emails. Also, if you want to go to our next event, which is coming up, and that event is, that's right, the Happy Hour Business Networking Mixer at Tenaya Creek at 831 West Bonanza. It's Thursday, February 17th, from about 5:30 to about 7 o'clock. You can actually go to that event. Just all you got to do, send me an email. Send me an email to info@livininvegas.com. We'll send you the link to that also because you really need to register for that. We need to know how many people are coming to that event. Nothing worse than going to an event and you have not enough croutons. So we want to know who you are, especially if you're a business owner who's got something you want to, let's say you want to be a sponsor or something like that. You want to, sponsor the event. Love for you to sponsor the event. Send me an email, info@livininvegas.com, and we'll get you over to Gilda, and Gilda will give you all the lowdown on how to sponsor the event. Love to talk about how cool you are. I know this event right here, folks at Beers with Friends are one of the co-sponsors to Tenaya Creek, but there's plenty of room to co-sponsor the event. Let everybody know how much you love living in Vegas, and how much you want to be a part of what we're doing. What else is going on? So that's February 17th for that event, okay? Let me get this off there because I got to get this. Got to be straight. Okay. How much? We don't have a lot of time. Gosh, we don't have enough time. I can't start anything. Okay, let's do this. Last one. Okay, because we live in the desert, folks, I wanted to do this story, and I wanted to do this yesterday. If you live in the desert, you know the importance of conservation. I'm a big conservative, conservationist kind of guy, and we want to help you conserve waste. Okay, so we're going to actually we'll leave a link to this story on our website on how to conserve and to lower your footprint. Okay, there's no reason to be a piggy. Okay, you don't need to do that. Okay, dump all of your trash out and go through it, folks. Just go through your trash and separate your trash. Separate your trash to put the stuff that needs to go in recycling into recycling, the stuff that needs to go into the regular dumpster into the regular dumpster. They're not the same. They really aren't. So, take a look at it, okay? Organize by frequency of tally marks, okay? If it's impossible to go to zero waste in one day, but with this tally system, you can get an idea of where you need to make changes to reduce your personal waste, okay? What stuff are you just wasting stuff on? I know me, it's paper or paper products, okay? A lot of this paper products that we use in my home, especially my home, I'll tell you, we use a lot of paper, okay? And we want to make some changes. There's really my habits of taking showers I probably take half the time in my showers now. Oh yeah, at least half the time. Because I love getting in the water. You get in there. I'm Jamaican, but now it's like get in, get out. You're done. Okay, I'm done. Okay, and I don't relax in the shower. Okay, because we waste water, and so we don't want to do that. So we'll leave a link to this because I'm running out of time. We'll leave a link to this on how to be more conservative in the desert, and I think it's going to help you out to be a more conscious person living in the desert, okay? And once again, I want to apologize for the video feed for those folks who are watching us via Facebook or on any one of our other platforms. We will rebroadcast this show, so you'll actually see a really much cleaned up show that's going to be coming up later. It'll probably be up a little later today, okay? So anyways, this has been Sherman Ray for Livin in Vegas magazine. Thank you, folks, for being a part of the show. We'll see you again tomorrow for Livin in Vegas magazine, the podcast. And be kind to each other, folks. We'll see you tomorrow.